All right, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going, everybody?
Oh, that was way loud.
I
All
am so
right.
sorry. It happens every time.
There we go.
All right, there we go. I can hear myself perfectly.
Yep, levels are set, but the lo-fi hip-hop beats have not started yet, so we can't start. Hold on. And my computer's not plugged in.
Guys, you're listening to
There we go.
88.3 WHCM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast service of Harper Radio, Harper College and its Board of Trustees. Listen, you're listening to Mark and Tim in the mornings.
Oh, yeah, you
We
are.
got some fun stuff today.
All right.
There's a lot of fun stuff that happened over the week. Anyone who feels like, we're getting a Twitter up for the show. It's probably going to be the only source that we're going to have for the show. But, guys, if you see the Twitter, give it a like, give it a favorite, follow it. We'll retweet you back. We'll do some stuff with it. Generally,
Please.
this is just a fun show.
Yeah, this is our fun kind of morning show that we like to do. And since Father's Day is on Sunday,
Yes.
I wanted to do a new bit today to start off. And I'm going to call it Dad Joke Roulette.
So the essential idea, as Mark described to me, is we're going to read bad dad jokes to each other, and the first person to laugh loses.
Yes.
The problem is, you can also laugh on your own. You can laugh when reading your own joke.
Yes, and that would also disqualify you. And winner or loser buys lunch.
You loser gets to use the new Oculus Quest first.
Well, you're gonna buy it, so you're gonna use it first.
Loser gets to you wanna make sure you can secure that.
I'll buy you a shake at Arby's if I lose.
I'll lend you the Oculus Quest for a day.
Dude, I don't even trust myself with that.
What do you mean you don't trust?
I'll just come over to your house and play it. I don't trust myself. It's too precious. All right.
I don't have the money to bet you on that one right now, but I can definitely get you Thursday.
Understandable.
All right, sure. A shake at Arby's.
All right, shake at Arby's is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. So, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call a man with a rubber toe?
What?
Roberto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing? All right. Hit me.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No, I didn't.
It has great food, but no atmosphere.
I've heard that one before. My dad tells it to me all the time. That was not a laugh. I was laughing because my dad tells that to me, and so it has a very special place in my heart.
All right.
You trying to say I don't have fond memories with my dad?
No, I'm just saying next joke.
Today, my father asked me, oh, this doesn't even work. Oh, okay, so the joke is, today my son asked, can I have a bookmark? And I burst into tears. 11 years and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. And I was going to tell that one, and then I realized my name is Mark, so it doesn't even work.
It's really funny. That one kind of got me when you broke out of character.
Am I allowed to laugh?
No,
That scenario is funny.
Okay.
It doesn't work because my name is Mark.
All right, we gotta not laugh, Mark. I'm already like smiling a little, but
Yeah,
I'm not laughing.
Okay. All right. So it's
right.
still my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
My girlfriend is really mad at me that I have no sense of direction, so I packed up all my stuff and write.
Uh-huh. I like that one. That's a good one.
Get it? Because instead of pack my stuff and left, it's pack my stuff and right. All right, let's go.
A mob of Italian gangsters just robbed a restaurant. They retreated back to the Spaghetto.
All right. I'm about to break. I'm about to break, Tim.
This is getting very close.
All right, so this one might be a little politically incorrect, but
boy.
the Secret Service isn't allowed to yell "Get down" anymore when the president is about to be attacked. Now they have to yell "Donald Duck."
That's a good one.
That is a good
that one.
Okay. I'm impressed. Honestly, I thought I wouldn't last this long.
I'm trying to find a good one.
All right.
Okay, so here is a good one right now.
Okay.
So, Mark, do you want to hear a construction joke?
Will it go over my head?
No, I'm still working on it.
Oh, okay. Understandable. What's the least spoken language in the world? Sign language.
Yeah, that would be the least spoken one.
It would. I'm gonna make myself laugh first. Gosh darn it. All right, go ahead.
What did the grape do when it was stepped on?
It exploded.
He let out a little whine. Oh,
That's good.
Mark is so close.
That's good, Tim.
Mark
That's
is so close. We gotta go.
A slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas. These are the pie rates of the Caribbean. Oh, almost got you with that one.
I didn't know where that one.
Almost gotcha.
I didn't know where that one was going. It
Those
was
are the
close.
best. The unexpected ones are always the best.
Did you know that 5/4 of people admit that they're bad with fractions?
I 130% agree.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading these too. I'm gonna make myself laugh.
I know. Yeah. All right. Justice is a dish best served cold. If it were served warm, it would be just water.
Mm. I got a little bit of a long one that I have got from memory, but it's good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll try to make it as short as possible.
All right.
So, there's this kid in this town, a small but big town. They have a high school.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, not nothing special with him. We'll call him Brian. And there's this beautiful girl, Jess. And Jess is the most beautiful girl in the entire town. All the guys in the high school, she's having a booth where all the guys in the high school line up to go see her.
Okay.
And the line is huge. It took him an hour just to get to Jess. And he
Right.
says to Jess, listen, I want to take you out to the prom. I know I'm nothing special, but I think I can make your day. And Jess says, nah, you know what the hell? You're allowed on. I'll
Okay.
take you. But here's the condition. You got to go buy the dress, buy the corsage, and rent the limo. And he's
Okay.
like, done. So he goes out to get the dress. The dress shop is packed. There's a huge line. It takes him an hour 30 to get through it. Then he finally gets the dress, goes to get the corsage. There's only one floral shop in the town. It takes him 2 hours just to get to the front of the line, gets the corsage, goes, matches it with the dress. Then he goes to the limo service. He's calling, he's waiting on the line for like 3 hours. And it's all a day's work. He's got it done.
Okay.
A week later, prom is there. They've got prom set. He's got the limo. He takes it to her house. They go to the front. The high school's huge. They get there fashionably late, looking good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jess looks beautiful in her dress. And Brian's just standing there dumped out. It's like, damn, how did I get this date? It's like, wow, that's a really long line, though. They stand in line. They're standing in line for the next 3 hours just to get into their own prom.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, when are we getting in? And he's like, oh, God, I hate this line. And he goes, and finally they get in. Finally, they give him the tickets. They get into their own prom. And she's like, oh, all that standing around made me thirsty. Go get me something to drink. And he's like, got it. He runs over, goes to the not the bar area, but like the drink table. He's like, oh, thank God there's no punchline. Laugh, you know you want to.
The build-up. I was laughing in my head because of the build-up, and I knew the punchline was gonna be something real great.
Uh-huh.
And then it just, it was so unexpected.
Yep.
Nope. I'm good. I'm not laughing.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. We might have to both concede if we don't laugh.
Yeah.
Here's a classic one. Or, like, you should do the next one.
Oh, right. It's my turn.
Yeah, sorry that took a while.
All right. Okay. What has 2 butts and kills people?
I don't know.
An assassin. You good, Tim?
I'm centered.
You
I'm
good? Okay.
That took a little bit out of me.
Yep.
I have to say, that really weakened me.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
see.
My chakra has been centered once again. I am prepared.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I think I know what site you're using.
I think we're using the same site.
No, I switched.
Oh,
I-
okay.
I found one that had, like, a series.
Okay.
I just.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Hit me
okay.
with it.
So this is a dad talking to his wife.
All right.
I was just listening to the radio on the way into town.
Was it possibly 88.3 Harper FM, a broadcast station of Harper College and its board of trustees?
This is no time for plugs.
Dang it.
Apparently, an actress killed herself. Oh my! The wife goes, "Oh my, who?" Dad goes, "I can't remember. I think her name was Reese something."
Witherspoon?
And mom goes, "Witherspoon?"
No, with her knife.
Oh, you've seen it.
Yeah.
We are using the same site. I'll try to find a different one.
Okay, understandable.
BuzzFeed, help me out.
BuzzFeed. Yikes. All right, so here's a classic. I don't think it'll make you laugh, but it's a classic. What's brown and sticky?
A stick.
A stick. Yeah, no?
I've heard that way too many times, and normally I would laugh on it.
Hey, Tim. Since that one, was dumb, it didn't count, right? What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
I don't know, Mark.
Live stream.
Yep, that is the best way. Oh, you lose! Ah! It took all my people who are listening in. It took all my power. I had to channel energy from every source in the universe just to not laugh on that one.
Oh. And you can't see it in the booth, but
God.
Tim's hair is literally Vegeta spiking right now. I mean, he's literally channeling
I went
Super
Super
Saiyan. Okay. Oh, I love dad jokes so much. Holy cow. All right, that was fun. Oh, that's our. That was a good laugh for today, and for our Father's Day special, we're gonna have a little bit of a story time. So come on around, grab your friends. Let me see if I can find a campfire that we can sit around and have a
Campfire
good
we can
time.
sit around. You got a subject we can talk about for stories?
Well, we're gonna start with our dads.
Oh yeah,
because Father's Day is coming up.
that's good. That's a good one actually.
We should tell a good story about our each of our dads. So I've got, once it loads, got a nice fireplace, a nice little campfire for us to talk around. So, you want to start?
Yeah, a story about my dad.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad, by the way, if he's listening in. I don't know if he is.
Something just wholesome about your dad.
My dad's probably the funniest guy I know.
Yeah?
My dad has to have made me laugh probably more than most other things in my life. And, the way he goes about it sometimes is not funny. And it's just really funny to me. I think the one way he's made me laugh the most is when I was a little kid and he would tuck me into bed.
Okay.
When he would leave my room, he would go to shut the door. He'd be like, "Good night, son." And he'd shut the door, but his head would still be in the doorway, so he'd slam the door on his head, make it look like he really hurt himself, and then out in the hallway, he would be like, "Oh, ow, and I would just be laughing because, it was funny. It was like somebody got hurt. I didn't have any moral sense of oh, my dad just hurt himself. It was just really funny to me, and that would make me laugh super hard. But I think, it was a clever trick because that got me really exhausted and ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And he did that probably for the next. He suffered head injuries for the next. I'll call it suffering head injuries. He banged his head on that door for the next couple years like that. And man, is it a good time. It's just really funny.
Yeah, that's wholesome.
It is wholesome. And, I have to say, it was a very funny moment.
Yeah. I always have really good memories of my dad taking me to baseball games. Because that's our family's thing.
Sure.
Some families go to the zoo or go to.
I didn't know you were a fan of baseball.
Oh yeah, my whole family is huge White Sox fans. So yeah,
You're getting judged hard, by the way, right now.
You know what? That's okay. I've come to terms with that.
I've come to terms with that.
I've come to terms that I'm just the better team, and everybody has an inferiority complex.
Mental illness, people be like, I've come to terms with it.
You know what? But anyway. And also, whenever we would go on vacations, we would always see if the White Sox were playing like a road game, and we would always like dress up in our White Sox gear and go to the other ballparks.
Hey, look, I enjoy seeing $3 games too, but I
Yeah.
also like to see a good team.
Well, they have been good. They've won games that we've been there. They've also lost very badly, but they've also won games when we were there. And so like, I don't know. I think I've been to like,
Sorry, Mark's family, not to diss you or anything.
yeah,
I
shout
really
out to my
appreciate
family.
it.
They're really cool. They're my dad's probably listening. My mom is downtown at a grad class.
My dad used
So-
to take me to ball games too.
Yeah.
He took me so him and his brother are good baseball fans. They get Cubs tickets all the time. They buy Bears tickets as well and sell them, because they're in that business. But the biggest thing is, instead of my dad won the opportunity at his work to go see Game 5 of the World Series when the Cubs were playing.
Yo. Like
And he got-
16,
he
the
got-
first one?
2016. My great grandmother was definitely a big Cubs fan.
Mhm.
And oh man, I feel like she was like turning in her grave, just happy about it.
Mhm.
And even though this happened just a couple years ago, it's probably still one of my fondest memories. Him and me, he, instead of taking his brother, he decided to take me.
Yeah.
And that's probably like that was one of the happiest moments I could have had. I got so many pictures. The person, I forget his name, but the guy who sung the national anthem for that game is my dad's favorite singer,
Oh, really?
and he sat right next to us.
No way.
He sat like a row in front of us, but it was like pretty much right next to us. We didn't get a picture of him, but I got to like say hi. It was great. And then of course that's the game that turned around in which they won.
Mhm.
And like they could have lost that and ended it right then and there, but we got to go see it too. We
Nice.
saw it. The city was quiet.
Oh, yeah.
The city was
Oh,
quiet.
no
We walked
doubt.
out. We walked out early to leave the game because we knew how hellish it would be.
Oh,
We
yeah.
both agreed on it. We've been there long enough.
Yeah.
The streets were clean. The bars were full. Everyone was quiet.
That's,
It was incredible. Even the security guards were watching the TVs in the stadium.
Yeah.
Oh. It was just a beautiful moment. And, me and my dad, it was so great. And then later, they won the whole thing.
Yeah.
Man, that was probably the best thing ever.
That's crazy. So another story is actually a time I almost died.
I've
But
actually got another one like that, too.
whatever, but so it was at a ballpark and it was I think like a White Sox Indians game
Okay.
or something like inconsequential.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. Just
a
a play game.
$3
Yeah,
summer game, whatever. And we got there super early for batting practice.
nice.
And that was like rare. We didn't usually go to batting practice.
Mhm.
And it was me, my dad, my brother, my dad's college roommate, who's like his best friend,
Mhm.
and then his two kids. And so we were standing in the outfield, like at the track watching the guys do batting practice. And my dad and his friend are talking. I'm like looking at them, paying attention to their conversation, and all of a sudden I hear a sound.
Yeah.
And I look over, and a baseball that one of the guys hit from home plate landed in the seat 3 seats to my left where I was sitting.
Wow.
And I had no idea. So,
I
that-
almost died. Yeah.
I almost died. That baseball coming straight at me. It landed 3 seats to my left.
That's incredible.
And I freaked out. I mean, understandably, I was like,
No, you can't
10
keep the
years
balls
old.
at
oh yeah, you can.
You
can
can?
keep the
Oh, no, you're right. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's batting practice balls. You can keep them.
Yeah. No, you're right. I was thinking like game balls for No, I'm thinking of something else. Man, I'm stupid.
And then, actually, I think it was that same game, or it might not have been. I can't remember. But our seats were right above the bullpen,
Mhm.
right? And so there was a guy that was warming up to go into the game, and he was like, I think my younger brother's like favorite player at the time. So we were like right there watching him warm up and pitch, and
Mhm.
after he's done warming up, he's ready to go out on the field. He like looks up into the stands and then like takes the ball he was warming up with, tosses it into the crowd. My little brother caught it, so I almost died, and my younger brother got a ball from his favorite player.
Uh-huh.
So, it's a win.
We went to batting practice where the Cubs were playing. Shoot, what happened? My sister, who was young at the time, and I was there. My dad took us to go watch a game. I forget who they were facing. But she got a ball thrown. She got a ball thrown to her. She threw it up before the game. My dad talked to us about. I already knew this. My dad talked to us about like, hey, sometimes they'll let you keep the balls, but most times in stadiums you have to throw them back.
I think that's just like a tradition at Cubs games that you throw the opposing team's ball back. I think that's just like a Cubs thing.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing was like my sister just didn't understand it fully. So when she got thrown the ball to keep, she threw it back, and luckily the ball rolled and hit his ankle, so he knew.
Oh.
She got like this lucky. Otherwise, the ball would have just sat there.
Yeah.
It was really funny, and then it was great.
Yeah. Wholesome.
Speaking of times where I almost died, me and my dad went sledding once.
Okay.
You know that one hill? Oh, actually, you might not know. There's this hill that we have. I forget the name of it, but it's a very fun hill to sled down.
Okay.
It's huge. There's usually this one bump that forms. It's good. I trying to like estimate size wise, maybe 60 feet.
Okay.
Maybe more. But it's about 60 feet high. Big slope.
Yeah.
There's one side that's considered the easy side to slide down that most people will walk up. Then there's the side that's like steep, and there's one part of the steep that's like a huge bump that people will always make, so you go flying.
Right.
Now, me and my dad, we were gonna go down the easy side, and this would be like our last sled ride for like the day. It was empty. It was completely empty. No one else was there. He gets in the front. I get in the back. Our sled diverges into the path of where the ramp is. And the first thought in my head was, I'm gonna die. So my instincts tell me to abandon ship.
Yeah.
So I go to fly off.
Oh, you rolled off the ramp, didn't you?
No. I went to go fly off. My leg hooked on to one of the strings.
Oh.
And I was like, no. And I was getting dragged at the last second before we departed on the ramp. I got my leg off and landed on the ramp like right up. So I was standing straight up. I saw my dad fly. My dad went 30 feet in the air for sure. Could be considered presumably dead. And at the time, he was being a little bit of a meanie to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would be like, throw snowballs at me. The classic dad stuff.
Right.
But like he did a voice that made it seem like he was joking about being hurt. He was like, "Son, help, I'm hurt." And I was like, yeah, nice try, Dad. You're just gonna throw me in the snow. Not gonna do that. My dad kind of realized the boy who cried wolf kind of thing.
Yeah.
But my dad was legitimately hurt that day.
Oh no.
So finally, it took like a little bit of coaxing, but I was like, all right, I'm coming down. I slid down the ramp. I came by, and he really was hurt. But the dude rolled so many times. I've never heard my dad scream louder.
Oh, shout out to Tim's dad for being unbreakable.
That was, like, it was like perfect timing too. I jumped off at the right time and got loose at just the right time to where I wouldn't get hurt. But man, was that scary. That was like life or death at that moment. Because if I stayed on, my dad would have rolled on top of me and I would have snapped my neck.
Yeah.
I would have been dead. We wouldn't be here. It would be
Speaking of being dead, we have some songs to play. So we're going to take a little bit break here on Mark and Tim in the Morning, and we will be right back in just a couple minutes. So
what does that mean, being dead?
I just needed a segue, honestly.
That was a terrible segue.
You know what? You got to do
Speaking
what
of
you got to
segues,
do.
now listen to these music selection that I've picked for us today.
Hold on. My Spotify is freaking out. Hold on.
Your Spotify needs to take some Adderall.
Hold on. Scroll please. All right. Here we go. Starting the songs. There we go. That was awkward. Don't go anywhere. Mark and Tim in the Morning. We'll be right back.
I get misty, just
holding your hand and gripping tightly to your fingertips, watching with a nervous stare and wondering when lingered lips would meet again. We'd decrypt the mysteries between all these places that I've visited. This vista is serene, and I believe the atmosphere was made up when you landed here and froze me in position, thus suspended like a chandelier. Turned my insecurities to wisdom and disbanded fear until the only thing that I resembled was a man revered. See, I met this planet here with lonely apprehension. Always let the canvas smear and hold me back from living till I finally advance a and told my after vision, you had best be taking chances, merely moping ain't revision. Then I exited a panic gear and followed through the months, traded out my bumps and bruises for a solitude and hugs. Went from solemn in a hollow shell to swallowing my tongue, and only skipped an hour past till I was awkwardly in love. Like, oh my darling, hold on to my hand. Oh, my heart is beating out my chest. Ain't this all grand? Ain't this? Skip to later in the year, watching summer turn to fall, watching Halloween approach and losing slumber to it all. It would seem as though impossible, but somehow you would manage to be even more angelic. Something lovely had evolved, and I refused to question how. Just smile in euphoria, always entertained, and all the while never bored of ya. Cause everything about you, from your smile to how you spell your name, is absolutely perfect, and I swear I've never felt the same. Everything about you, from your smile to how you spell your name, is absolutely perfect, and I swear I've never felt the same.
You are listening to 88.3 WHCM-FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your stay. There you go, Tim. Turned your mic back on.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Welcome back to Mark and Tim in the Mornings. This doesn't sound like a very morning song.
I don't know. Hey, so listen up. Currently, we have some. I just did a mid-show tweet at esports_off.
Follow
You're-
us.
You guys should totally check us out when we come on next, because I totally did this tweet thinking we're doing the mid-show tweet for esports off the grid right now. I
Understandable.
got lost in the music. I think I'm turning
Lost in the
Japanese.
sauce.
Speaking of the music, if you guys want to know the names, the first one we played is "Holding Your Hand" by Young Bae,
Mm-hmm.
spelled Y-U-N-G Bae, B-A-E. Jesus Christ. And then
spelling's hard.
yeah, spelling is hard, and I'm dumb. The next one is "Selfish High Heels." That one's a banger. Mark never heard that before.
It's honestly, I legitimately added it to my normal playlist as, you know, I was playing it off my laptop because it's a banger.
It is a banger. And then "Turning Japanese," very classic. Mark has also never heard that, and he thought it was gonna
Me-
be a little more racy than that. But
Me
yeah,
watches one episode of anime. Bang. I like anime. Don't judge me.
so sorry for that mid-show tweet. Anyone who likes the tweet will get
A
shouted
cookie.
out.
I'll buy you a cookie in real life.
That's very expensive. Don't say that.
Yeah, all three
Well,
people.
I'm gonna be retweeting that tweet at some point, and that's gonna be during when the show is actually. Other than that, what else do we got to talk about? We had stuff planned.
It's time for the Reddit recap.
Ready recap.
So, first one we're gonna do here is, what's that smell that yanks you back to your childhood?
Man, so there's a certain smell. Okay, when you walk into the YMCA and you smell the pool.
Okay,
When
I can get that. Yeah.
So I had a pool in my backyard and we had chlorine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Never have I like smelled such a chlorine scent. Like whenever you walked into a place and you smelled that chlorine scent and it was a pool, that brings me back to memories of playing in the pool, having fun with friends, summertime, all of that. And man, were those good memories. I think I enjoyed most of my life inside a pool. And I had a pool in my backyard, a big one too, so I'd swim around in that as a kid. Now sadly we did get rid of it. But you know, it's still fun.
I can't remember the last time I was swimming.
I don't really swim too much anymore. I should get a membership to the local pool
Was
and do
it
some
like
laps to lose weight.
Two summers ago? 2 summers ago,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say. Wow. That's crazy. For me, it's waffles. Like cooking waffles like on a griddle, not in
yeah.
the toaster, like real like a Belgian waffle maker.
Yeah.
That smell. Because my grandpa would always make us Belgian waffles every time
Yeah.
we went to his house.
I don't know you. I would say yeah because I have a fond memory just like
Mhm. Yeah, like, you don't know my grandpa.
that. No, my great grandmother, however, would make cookies, fresh cookies,
Okay.
but not like the normal. She'd make like Nilla wafers and stuff like that. She would make
Ooh.
good stuff, and she also made
Homemade
homemade
Nilla
crepes.
wafers.
Like the best thing my great grandmother did, bless her heart, was crepes. Like
Okay.
like just simply the crepe patty itself. We would just spread jelly on them, roll them up, and smoke them like cigars. It would be so delicious.
My grandmother's, my grandma on my mom's side, is very Swedish, and I love her so much. She makes the best Swedish pancakes in the universe.
Mm.
I don't even like. I can't eat Swedish pancakes at like any other restaurant because
Darn,
hers are just
wow.
so good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's one. I don't know if there's any food that I have that's off limits. Oh, there is. Sorry, my grandmother. There's a smell during Thanksgiving and Christmas that I always familiarize myself with, and that's the smell of this green Jello that she makes.
Your family makes green Jello too? Oh my god, I eat the entire pan of green Jello.
We make it. We have a special mold for it,
Yeah, we do too.
and it's always the creamiest. It's always the most delicious.
Oh.
My grandmother does something secret though that not other families do. I
Yeah.
don't even know what the secret is.
I don't know our secret either.
I hinting that it might be sour cream,
That sounds about right.
but it's also made with love. So who knows?
Dude. All right,
It's the
you know
one
what?
thing like no matter
Next Thanksgiving, we're gonna film a bit
family swap.
where we each eat each other's green Jello, and we're gonna do a bit.
Hashtag this show is SFW.
You know what? It's a wholesome moment, Tim, and you had to go and ruin it.
Hashtag I'm sorry. I'm stupid. No,
You're-
it's
you're
not
quite
ruined.
stupid.
We'll taste each other's green jello.
All right, so
It's funny that you have green jello too. That's
yeah,
the funny
that's
part.
it's so weird. I thought that was like just our thing.
No, I know other
Whoa.
families do it.
That's
But-
it's always green though. That's the thing.
It has to be. It has to be that line. It has
That's
to be that delicious
crazy.
green jello.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird? That's
Yeah.
really weird now.
My mind is blown just a little bit.
That's crazy. Did we just become best friends?
Did we just gonna become best friends? We did. All right.
What was that? Next question. Come on.
Next question. So we can do what movie villain would be considered a hero in a different film?
Oh God. Movie. It has to be movie.
Movie villain, or let's extend that to TV as well.
I was gonna say video games, but yeah,
That's an entirely different debate. I feel.
that is a entirely different debate. Because for games, it would be Jack from Borderlands.
Yeah.
Like well, he was considered the hero in a different game essentially, but we had another game depicting him as the villain.
Hmm.
Now the problem is, I think Jack is one of the most. There's a couple villains in like TV drama history and world that are probably the best living things in the world. Like they're literally like, I have a favorite villain. You can't have a favorite superhero without having a favorite villain.
Oh yeah.
Because what purpose does that superhero then have?
Mhm.
My favorite TV hero is Negan, or TV supervillain essentially is Negan. Negan from The Walking Dead. Negan
Oh yeah.
adds so like okay, I read the comics all the time.
Okay.
Negan's introduction in the comics was fantastic. It was well made. It was well just. It was clear we were not supposed to like him from the beginning.
Mhm.
But as we learned more about him, we could only feel more sorry for him as we went on. And the same thing with the show. You can only feel more bad for somebody the longer you get to know them.
Yeah.
And the sad part was sometimes I viewed like Rick as the villain. Rick used to be like the leader
Okay.
of the whole like Walking
I'm
Dead.
not like super into Walking
I
Dead,
know.
but I know like the
So
general
Rick
plot,
Grimes,
so I can follow. Yeah.
The guy, the cowboy who survived the zombie apocalypse, essentially. He's gone through a lot. In the comics, you know, he's good. In the TV show, they let Andrew Garfield go. Is it Andrew Garfield?
No way.
Jesus Christ. Andrew I forget his name.
Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Garfield is Spider-Man.
I
my
know.
guy.
That's why I was thinking. There's been a couple things about him lately. I don't know. So yeah. But Negan is played by one of my
Jeffrey
favorite.
Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
Legend.
That man is just so good. And when I saw him appear up as Negan, I had no idea he was going to be there.
Mhm.
And I was like, who did they cast for Negan? And then it appeared, and I think me and my mom went insane. We were so happy. That is probably my favorite TV villain who could be considered a legend, who could be considered a hero.
Yeah. So I'm scrolling through this thread, and I see Gaston is like a pretty popular answer. From Beauty
Gaston
and the
just wanted to
Beast.
stop furries from mating.
He's the quintessential hero archetype with all the negative attributes one sees in heroes exaggerated. Which is a very good description of Gaston,
Uh-huh.
I feel like. That's a really interesting one. One I was thinking of is Gideon from Scott Pilgrim.
You know what?
Or really any of the evil X's from Scott
Yeah,
Pilgrim.
one of the evil X's for sure. I don't agree with Gideon.
Yeah.
Gideon was just,
But I
no,
mean,
you
that's-
have to
that's
think
like-
about
That's
not
like
only,
the point of the villain. From their point of view, they're in the right. You
well,
know?
in their point of view, even when you look at it from their side, a heartbroken story in which you're meant to go destroy somebody else is never a good tactic. Revenge
Yeah.
is always the sincerest form of stupidity.
Mhm.
Um,
Then which evil X would you say?
most definitely, probably the lesbian. She got wronged
Roxy?
too hard.
Yeah, Roxy did get a little bit burned.
She
but
got burned
also,
too hard.
she was super vengeful.
She was super vengeful because she had no other way to go. I can imagine a side story where she learns forgiveness for something
And how
and
to be a
finds a
ninja.
different girlfriend.
And how to be a ninja.
I would love to see
want
that.
Roxy's
She's
ninja
like the
training.
Kill Bill of the universe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, That's it. Okay, here we go. Whatever his name. Oh, Jews. Bill. Bill. Beatrix Kiddo, a.k.a. the bride
Mm-hmm.
in Kill Bill.
Never seen Kill Bill.
Oh, Mark, you disappoint me, Mark. You make me angry, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not.
I'm about to hit you.
Oh.
My mom just texted me. My
Texted
mom
you
texted
what?
me saying Venom. Venom is a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He did get a series where he did get a spin-off, which I really enjoy. He is on the hero side in the new Marvel game.
Really?
In Allegiance, I believe.
Okay.
Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance?
He was on in the art for the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my mom, by the way, for saying that suggestion. He was on the cover of the new Game Informer I got for Marvel Alliance. Shoot, what is Ultimate Alliance?
But
You
know what?
But on the opposite
was.
side, there was also all the villains too, like Thanos, all the
Yeah.
regular villains and stuff like that. So it's like weird to see Venom on that side though. But it it kind of contrasts. I don't normally see Venom as a hero. I usually see his dad as a villain. When he goes insane in the comic book series. Because his dad is I forget the name.
Yeah, I forget his name too.
But they're making a movie on that. Because
Oh,
that was
good.
the Venom.
With
and
Tom
JoJo.
Hardy?
Yep.
Sequel to that one? All right.
But yeah, no, those are totally like, those are definitely like, yeah.
Interesting. So.
Mark
thought
is
I had to-
sneezing.
thought I had to sneeze, but we're good.
That's sad. All right.
So, I think we could do one more, and then probably move on.
Yeah, we could do one more. What's one
So-
more question?
You can choose between what's the IRL counterpart of getting 1 XP after doing something, or what do you get complimented for the most?
1 XP.
Okay.
When you're about to trip and fall and you slam your foot on the ground pretty hard to save yourself,
You get XP for that?
you get 1 XP.
1 XP?
Or when you're walking upstairs, and when you walk up the first step, and you feel yourself falling back and catch yourself on that step, you get 1 XP for that because you saved yourself just then.
Okay.
I also like the idea of swatting off a mosquito,
Yeah. That's a good one.
just like 1 XP.
Mhm.
That's a really funny image. Can you imagine, like Scott Pilgrim style? He's like mosquitoes everywhere. Ding,
Level up.
ding. Oh hey, just enough.
Closing a door without making any sound.
No,
1 XP.
10 XP. Let's just have a segment where we rate different things by the amount of XP they should get.
Okay.
You describe a scenario, and I'll rate it with XP.
Being able to say hola to a Spanish guy and he says hola back. 1 XP. Sorry, Eric, but that's funny.
Why are you apologizing to Eric?
Because he's Spanish.
Eric, if you hear us, look through the window.
Plugging in a flash drive into
No,
your
he's gotta see it
computer's
then.
USB port right side up. That's a million XP.
No, everyone. I don't get that one. It's never a problem. You just look at it.
Yeah.
You take 2 seconds to look at each one and plug them in, so you don't ruin your goddamn flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
Sickens me when I see people do the Schrodinger effect on it is on with the USB.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I mean, I've done it a couple times, but that's because I don't care and I didn't pay attention. Now it's so easy to just be like, oh, there's that. Those are the pins. Boom, in first time, no problem.
Sorry, I was listening to you. I just stopping the microwave at 1 second,
That's worth 10,000
and then
XP.
the next comment is bomb has been defused.
Bomb
Next
has
one is counter terrorists win. Yay, Counter Strike.
That's topical.
Yeah. But we will get into that in a few minutes on Esports Off the Grill.
Yeah, keep listening to us for our other show that we like a little more than this one.
What do you mean? I like them both.
I like them both.
They're like my children. You can't.
We're more prepared for Esports Off the Grill.
This is true. This is. But I mean.
But winning it's not a problem.
The beauty of this show is that it's not scripted.
That's
Or it's
so amazing.
very loosely scripted.
I'm so happy it's not scripted.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to. So, fun fact, we're going to share a story. I'm
Okay.
going to share it from my point of view.
Go ahead.
I go in to record with Mark on Thursday.
Yep.
For our first show, technically last week.
Yeah.
We record an entire show, an hour show for this, so that way we record it, we'll put it on air, and then we'll do Esports Off the Grill live.
Yep.
We come in, Mark doesn't know how
Why you gotta
files
at me like
work
that?
and doesn't understand the idea of either conversion or Spotify.
I don't.
So, with that being said, boy oh boy, did he mess up.
I did.
But it's okay, we love you, Mark, anyways. So this is technically our first show. No, technically it's our second
No,
show.
it's the second.
Because the
second
first one we did 30 minutes of, and I came in and Mark was like, I don't want to do it. And I was like, Mark, we got to do it.
And then we did it, and it was great.
And we
then
did the
this one
30
was
minutes,
even
and
better.
I proved him wrong.
Heck yeah, we did.
Speaking of wrong stuff, let's talk about the right stuff, which is E3.
Or we could save E3 for Esports Off the Grill.
There's too much to talk about. Can we at least talk about our favorites here? Or what did you have in mind?
I don't know what I had in mind. Because you know, spoiler alerts.
All right, let's just make random noises for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Eagle goggle, eagle goggle.
I think we'd get kicked off, honestly. All right, so my favorite thing about E3 is either Cyberpunk 77 with Keanu Reeves, or probably Breath of the Wild sequel.
Okay, Breath of the Wild takes the cake for me. In order of, like, it's probably most of mine are Nintendo. I didn't get to
Yeah,
watch the
'cause
Ubisoft one.
Oh, the Nintendo showcase was so good.
Now, the cool thing about Nintendo is that Banjo-Kazooie got into
Yeah.
Smash. For those who don't know,
Speaking
Banjo-Kazooie
of,
got into
okay,
Smash.
so funny story about that real quick. There was a Smash coach who made a tweet. Can you not do that? Thank you.
Is it making noise?
Oh yeah, a lot of noise.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
It's fine. But anyway,
I have autism.
there was a Smash coach who tweeted, if Banjo-Kazooie is released for Smash tomorrow, I will give everyone who retweets this tweet a free hour of Smash coaching. It's never
Yo.
gonna happen.
Yo.
That tweet is currently sitting at like 8,000 retweets.
That's 8,000 hours of Smash coaching.
The man is dead.
The man's dead.
The man
Dude
is mega
just
dead.
ruined his life.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, as a joke, I think he either got overly cocky about it and thought they're never coming to Smash,
I think that's what happened.
or he was like just trying to be topical and funny.
Yeah.
Which would be, I mean, that's the way to get views. Just promise something you can't give.
Yeah. I guess.
Like, I will cut off my left toe if this gets
You only
2
have one
likes.
left toe. Your singular left toe.
My singular left toe.
Okay.
I've already made 4 other tweets regarding my left toes.
Link's Awakening looks pretty cool.
Dude.
You know, it's
Dude.
it's like whatever, you know, like
Shut up.
It's not that
No,
cool.
shut up. Link's Awakening is fantastic. Anyone who's not excited for dungeon building in Link's Awakening needs to hype it up. Honestly, I've never been more excited. That's a lie. I have. But listen, this is
You
so
should've
exciting.
seen this man for Fallout 76.
This
Let me
content,
tell
you're
you
gonna get
something.
stabbed in the eye with words like that. This content that's coming out means that, you know, Link's Awakening will be not only revived for the Switch, which is fantastic already. The graphics
Oh, yeah.
look great for how Link's Awakening should play. I played the crap out of Link's Awakening. I love it so. In fact, I was going to do speedruns for Link's Awakening, which I already did actually, but we're actually going to talk about SGDQ.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about some of the things there and some cool stuff that happened with that for my speedrun segment on the show next.
Yep.
So listen to us then. Then after that, so Link's Awakening, fantastic game by the way. Anyone who hasn't played it, it's probably my favorite Link's game ever.
Huh. Okay.
But that's because of personal preference. And
Mine's
it just,
Wind Waker because personal preference.
But yeah, but speaking of Breath of the Wild, or speaking of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a spicy ending. When I saw it, and I was like, "Is this new expansion?" And they're like, "No, it's a completely other game." And I was like, "Whoa!" Some people were. I saw a tweet after that I was thinking of making.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, Link, like child-sized Link, like Link's Awakening, like I'm Link, and then it's like the dark, like it was okay. So it was like Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
In the day, it was like I'm Link. It's Link's Awakening, and Nick at Night, and it's the Breath of the Wild one. And I'm like,
Hatred.
that's so fantastic. That's such a good comparison.
I heard a thing where it's gonna be darker than Majora's Mask
Oh
in
my
terms of story.
God, I hope
And
so.
Majora's Mask is already
And
extremely
if
dark.
it's not, I sue.
No, you're gonna play the game and like any normal person.
No, if it's not, I sue.
Okay.
I sue you, Mark.
Hi, Sue. Welcome to Mark and Sue in the morning.
Mark and Sue in the afternoon.
No, that's our counterparts, Tark and Mim.
Tark and Mim? Oh, that's right. You said you're
Yeah,
You're gonna
Tark
say
and Mim
Tark
in
and
the
Mim in the-
afternoon.
Tark and Mim in the afternoon.
That's our.
They're doppelgangers.
Yeah. I actually
Gangledoppers. I don't know.
I don't know why that word was just so funny.
Gangledoppers. So I just changed the letters
I'm
like we
losing
did.
my mind over here. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to Mark and Tim in the morning.
Guys, thank you so much. You're listening. So, WHCM, Harper Radio, a board of its college and trust. Mark, you say it. I messed
You're
it up.
listening to WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees.
What he said. You just listened to Mark and Tim in the mornings. Stay tuned for esports off the grill with your same hosts.
Oh, yeah.
Except better because we're already tired.
Yeah. Tark and Mim are going to get out of here. Mark and Tim are going to come in, and Esports Off the Grill is going to be a slap banging good time.
Guys, if you retweet, here's new promotion.
Okay?
You like our post, we give you a shout out.
Okay. Easy clap.
Easy clap.
All right,
Clap
yeah.
it up, guys.
Yeah, we're going to play a song real quick. I'm going to get a drink of water, and then we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere.
You are listening to